and the season's over. I mean, let's be honest. They're playing the Chiefs next week.
It's not over.
Over. They got no shot against the Chiefs. Who they beating, Teak? They're going to be 1-5 by the time they play your team on October freaking 29th. They'll probably even lose to the Broncos. They cannot continue with this guy at quarterback. They cannot, okay? You got to bring somebody in here. I don't care who the hell it is. Not that I love anybody out there. Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz, who I guess these guys actually have reached out to the Jets to come there. But you got to bring somebody in because you can't win with this kid. I mean, let's be honest. And yesterday was a disgrace. I mean, that's, to lose to them again for the 15th straight time. And they stink. And the Patriots did everything they could possibly do to hand the game to the Jets. They missed 2 field goals. They made a ton of penalties. Even the officials, yesterday, even the officials were trying to help us win the game.
That's true.
And they couldn't win. It's a disgrace.
This head coach disagrees with you and disagrees with me and disagrees with every sane football fan. He thinks Zach Wilson is getting better. He thinks Zach Wilson is good. He just met the media about 10 minutes ago and said he's our guy the rest of the way. And he even said this, Dandy, Zach Wilson is not why we lost yesterday, which in my opinion is absolute BS. Why does this head coach continue to blindly believe in Zach Wilson at quarterback?
Well, let me tell you this, and I basically told this to the coach after the game because we were texting for about an hour back and forth, okay? All right? First of all, Coach, you're the nicest guy in the world. You're 12-25, okay? Let's start with that, okay? You're 12-25, and you're going to go down with this quarterback, okay? You're going down with him.
Yep.
He stinks, okay? You're not going to get your year with Rodgers if this team continues to, if they wind up winning, you guys win 4 or 5 games this year. It's a freaking joke.
Joe, do you think that that's the plan? It's interesting just listening to you say that. It's whatever storm comes from 2023, and let's just get to 2024 when Aaron Rodgers is healthy again, and hopefully we're going to throw all our faith in the Messiah again. You think that's their plan?
Well, I mean, knowing the Jets, it wouldn't surprise me. I got to tell you, Teak, knowing this organization, this inept organization, they've been inept for over 50 years. Knowing that, why would that surprise me? It wouldn't. It's a joke. Yeah, that's probably their plan. Okay, we'll live with Zach. Let's go 2-15. Okay, let's go 3-14. Hey, maybe we'll be worse than the Cardinals. Oh, by the way, they beat the Cowboys yesterday.
Yeah.
You think maybe Joshua Dobbs is better than Zach Wilson? Okay, but maybe we could finish with the worst record. Maybe we could draft Caleb Williams. How about that?
and let him sit behind.
What a disgrace!
Let him sit behind Aaron Rodgers.
Right, for a year. Right.
This coach is showing no urgency. Like, this football team
I agree.
is not that far off, and yet to continue to run him out there. And I don't know about you, I would have pulled him, and I think the exact moment I would have pulled him was probably the second or third drive in the second half after the 8th or 9th punt I lost count.
Right.
And he never even considered it. Like, I'm not trying to tell you Tim Boyle is some superstar.
No, of course not.
But right now, I would take every starting quarterback in the NFL over Zach Wilson.
Yeah. Yeah, and most of the backups, too. I mean, let's be honest with that. I mean, give me Gardner Minshew. Give me Tyrod Taylor. I mean, well, you got to be kidding me. Bro, if Woody Johnson needs to step in, okay? I saw Woody Johnson at the Joe Klecko induction, Darrelle Revis induction, your brother as well, Rondé. I was there for that, okay? And Woody said to me, you can't say I haven't done everything to try to help this team win this year. And I said, you know what, Woody, you're right. But now you got to step in. You got to go beyond Joe Douglas. You got to go beyond the coach, and you got to get a real veteran quarterback in here. You cannot continue to trot Zach Wilson out there backed up by this other guy. And I want to say, by Doyle. And I want to say one other thing, too, because you know me. I got to get on the defense here, too. All right? All right? And, we only gave up 13 points. Okay. You didn't get near Mac Jones all day.
Yeah.
So much for this great 4-man pass rush. Where's the blitz? Where is it?
Yeah.
They blitzed twice in the game. That was it. They didn't get there. Okay, we're not going to blitz anymore. If Rex Ryan was coaching his team, he would send a house at freaking Mac Jones. They had no pass rush. The Buffalo game was an aberration.
Yeah.
They never force a turnover, bro. How many times they have their hands on the ball? Michael Carter, that tip ball by Quinnen Williams, he doesn't hold on to it. C.J. Mosley, the most overrated linebacker in football, never makes an impact play. Had another chance to make an interception. Jordan Whitehead was on the ground with the ball in his hands. He didn't catch it. Give me a break.
Joe,
I mean, could they ever give us a short field? Could they ever score a defensive touchdown? Never.
And you're right.
Never.
And you're right, because the biggest problem with this defense last year in the second half was, they held Jacksonville to 19 points. That's great. Yeah.
Right.
They held Buffalo to 20 points. That's great.
By the way, they missed 2 field goals yesterday, too. Let's not forget that.
Right. Mm-hmm. They couldn't force a turnover. They forced 2 turnovers in the last 8 games last year.
That's right.
And outside of what you said, and it's probably true now, the aberration against Buffalo, tack on 2 more against Dallas and yesterday with New England. If you're a big-time defense, if you're an elite-level defense, you sack the quarterback, which they never do, and B, you take the ball away, which they haven't done.
Yeah. And like I said, New England did everything they could to lose the game. Penalties, the missed field goals, drop passes. That guy Stevenson, the running back early in the game, a little swing pass. There was nobody near him. He had 50 yards. He dropped the ball. There was another drop pass in the game as well. I mean, they just kept giving the Jets opportunities, and the Jets could never take advantage. The best throw Wilson made all day was the Hail Mary. That was it. That he actually got it into the end zone, Ev. That was his best throw of the day.
He had a nice throw route to Lazard down the right sideline on the touchdown drive. But Joe, let me ask you this from a fan.
I can't take it anymore, Let me just say this, too. I'm going to be 70 years old tomorrow, okay? 70 freaking years
Happy
old.
Happy birthday, brother.
Yeah, great. The clock is ticking, okay? The clock is ticking. Another wasted year down the drain. She could just flush this season, okay? Because, like I said, they're going to be 1-5 by the time they have no chance against the Chiefs. They have absolutely none.
So let me ask you from the representative of the fan. You're at a game. You're ready to boo Zach Wilson because in your mind you've already created all of this negativity around the kid.
He's created the negative. I haven't done it in my mind.
Okay, wait,
you think I want this guy to be bad? Do you think that's what I want?
I know you don't, but you want him to be good. But there's also something I don't want to bring up the Trey Turner thing, but I think it's important.
Oh, stop with this crap.
Stop with this crap.
Trey Turner was a great player. He got off to a bad start. Philly fans gave him a standing ovation, and he got hot. Zach Wilson has sucked since the moment he's come into this league, and you can't blame a Jet fan.
It's the circumstance. It's the circumstances, right?
Stop.
Trey needed it, right? And Zach needs it because Zach is fragile. You know he is. I know he has this faux confidence. We've been talking about it all morning, Joe. He's got this. He acts like he's confident in what he's doing. Like he can be assured and be the face of the locker room. I think that's fake. I don't think he actually is that. Can it be buoyed by support from a fan base?
He's not getting the support. There's no support. We're sick and tired of losing. This fan base has had enough, Teak, okay? We've had nothing. We haven't had a winning season.
But it's all you have right now.
No.
But it's all you have right now.
But it shouldn't be because this front office should be doing something.
Okay, but that's not Zach's fault. I'm talking about Zach. Zach is not – he's not the general manager.
What are we supposed to do? Oh, Zach, you're so great.
No, not you're so great.
No, what do you want? What do you want?
Zach, we believe in you.
Come on, dude.
Nobody believes in him.
But Tiki.
Let me tell you something. His team doesn't believe in him. You think that locker room believes in Zach Wilson?
I don't know.
You think Garrett Wilson believes in him? You think Breece Hall believes in him?
I think he and Garrett Wilson had a constructive conversation on the sideline. And by the way, it was the play that he completed to Alan Lazard later on in the game. So if you get cover 2 and we're running a go route, which they ran again, throw it into the hole. And he did. It was a 21-yard gain, right? Okay. So he can be taught, influenced by positive reinforcement.
No, but here's why.
My point is all that's surrounding Zach is negative reinforcement.
That's BS, though. Here's why it's BS. When he marched down the field and they converted the touchdown to make it 13-10, the crowd went nuts. The defense got off the field, the Jets got the ball, and the building was electric. And what did he do? What did he do? He threw the ball to the ground on first down. What did he do on second down? He zipped one past Breece Hall. What did he do on third down? He took a safety from Matthew Judon. And then after the defense got off the field again, and the Jets are gift-wrapped midfield down 5, the crowd was electric again. They were rooting him on. And what did he do?
He had his chance there, Teague.
Enough.
Let me tell you, and Ev hits it right on the head. He had his chance to win everybody over. They had the ball at the 40-yard line. He goes 4 and out. On fourth down, 4th and 10, he throws a swing pass to the tight end for 3 yards. What, are you kidding me? What? I mean, we're supposed to sit there and do a dance for this guy?
No.
You got to stop with that.
The other moment in this game that really pissed me off was when the defense, who I agree with your critiques, Joe, in terms of you got to force a turnover, you got to hit the quarterback.
Some kind of a pass rush.
No doubt.
It would be nice if they blitzed, and that's on the coach.
100%. They're down 13-3. They not only get off the field with a 3 and out, but remember the crowd got so loud and electric, they forced back-to-back false starts.
Yeah,
Jets get the ball at midfield down 10, and the crowd is again electric. They're rooting Zachariah on. Here we go. And what happened? 3 and out.
You think the crowd wants this guy to be bad? You think we want him to be bad? You know, you could make a case, and I got to say, look, the Jets are the kings of brutal first-round draft choices. By the way, could this McDonald play a little bit? And how about this guy? He's a first-round pick, supposed to be this demon pass rusher. Well, we can't get near the quarterback. Maybe the kid should be in the game trying to go after the quarterback. You think maybe they could? Nah, why would we do that? Why would we do that? Why? But for a franchise that has had as bad a first from D. Milner to Blair Thomas to Johnny Lamb Jones to Vernon Golston to Kyle Wilson, okay, all these brutal first-round picks, he may be the worst.
Yeah,
he was the second pick in the draft. How much, Ev? How much would you wish that Sam Darnold was the quarterback?
It's not even close. It's not even close.
It's not even debatable.
Not even on the same stratosphere.
Not even on the same stratosphere.
And we kicked Sam to the curb. Yesterday, and it wasn't even during the game, it was during the post game because I subjected myself to listening to this head coach. When he kind of backed Zach Wilson and talked about his improvements, that was the moment I said to myself, this guy cannot coach here. I mean, this is the wrong guy for the job. He's going down with this failed quarterback. He will never make a change. He is so stubbornly loyal to Zach Wilson. Have you hit that point with this guy?
I mean, look, like I told you, his record is 12-25. And I said to him yesterday, man, this guy, not on the fan base, you know, he's killing the fan base. I saw exactly the words. He's killing the fan base. And you know what, Coach? He's killing you. This is exactly what I said. Okay? And I don't want to go into everything he texted back to me because, you know, I'm back and forth last night for after the game. What? What is this? Insanity. How is that impossible? I was getting on him about not blitzing. I mean, all this stuff, okay? Right? All right? But it's true. He's going to go down with this. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
If they win 4 games this year, I don't know if he's coming back to get a year. Maybe Rodgers would save him because Rodgers likes him.
Right.
So he may save him if they wind up having this just horrific year. But, I mean, you can't – I mean, come on. It's like you're on the Titanic going down, and you're like, oh, let's throw a party while we're dying.
And you're not trying anything. That's why, like,
by the way, the play calling is terrible too. Let's let Tony Romo was saying, okay, and I got respect for what he does. Tony Romo's going, look, the easiest time to throw is on first down, and they keep running the ball on first down. And by the way, Dalvin Cook is shot.
Done.
How bad was that? This guy don't want to be here. He's running in mud. He could care less. And why is Breece Hall only getting 12 touches in the game?
Running backs don't get more than 12 touches in games. That's just what it is. That's just the natural nature of the NFL these days.
Yeah, but Dalvin Cook stinks, bro. Let me see Michael. Dalvin Cook doesn't want to play. I mean, to me, it's pretty obvious.
He looks done.
Yeah.
He looks done.
He doesn't look great.
Running back to running back, it looks like his vision is atrocious.
He doesn't look like the same player that he was even just a year ago.
Yeah.
I mean, he was 4 straight Pro Bowls. We talked about that, how good of a sign he was.
He came here to play with Rodgers. Rodgers isn't here, and he's mailing it in.
Well, I think it's also he's not the guy, right? He's not the future. He's not the guy that's going to get 20 touches in a game. And he knew that when he signed the deal because he didn't have any other options. Nobody else was willing to give him that lead role where he would be guaranteed 15 to 20 touches a game. The Jets weren't doing it, so he just feels like he's not motivated. That's just that.
Well,
I don't know if he
plays well, he can change that.
Yeah, but he's never going to get the carries because because Breece Hall is a better ball carrier than him. You know what I mean? And so unless Breece is hurt, knock on wood, that doesn't happen, then he's going to be relegated to 5 to 8 touches a game. And that's just not maximizing his potential, and I think he knows that.
Is there a veteran? I mean, there are not great options. I guess there's the fantasy of, well, hey, the Vikings are 0-3. Maybe they would trade Kirk Cousins.
We're going to give up. We're going to have to give up what? A lot, right?
Well, would you give up a third-round pick for Kirk Cousins right now?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.Uld you give up a first-round pick for Kirk Cousins?
I don't know. Third round, definitely. Maybe a second round. The third round, no brainer.
It just feels like, despite the Vikings being 0-3, and by the way, that the coaching in that game was atrocious back and forth. It just feels so unrealistic. Like, when have we ever seen a team
doesn't happen
give up at the deadline and trade their starting quarterback, who's like a top half of the league caliber starting quarterback?
Maybe Y.A. Tittle in 1961 to the Giants from San Francisco.
Right.
That's 80 years ago.
Right.
I mean, I outside of that, I don't think it's ever freaking happened. Ever.
Right.
Look, you got guys like, I don't love Matt Ryan. I don't love Carson Wentz. But you got these two guys who are clearly, even Matt Ryan now, I mean, he looks like he's shot, has got to be better than what this kid is. And they want to be, apparently there's reports that they reached out to the Jets to come here. Is that, I mean, I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that.
I don't think that's true. I think it's agents doing diligence.
Okay.
But I don't think Matt wants to play.
Well,
I know Matt doesn't.
You don't think he wants to play?
No, I know he doesn't. I've talked to him about it.
You think Carson Wentz wants to play?
Of course Carson Wentz wants to play.
Okay.
But Carson Wentz has other issues that are keeping him from being signed.
Well, he's not good. I get that. But you know what? He's better than Zach.
That's the point. Tiki, that's the point.
That's the point, Tiki.
No one's saying Carson Wentz or Tim Boyle or Jacoby Brissett are amazing, but I need someone, I need another human in here. And Robert Saleh's got to make it clear, hey, if this doesn't change, we're going to change the quarterback. Instead, he's doubling down by saying he's our guy, yet he's done nothing to earn that.
Maybe Tim Boyle is that guy.
Well, we don't think that, but I mean, you know what?
You never know.
Could he have done worse yesterday?
No,
I mean,
no, that's my point. At least he would feel confident in throwing the football.
And Joe,
out of his hands.
Joe, you saw him throw a touchdown pass yesterday to Robbie Chosen Anderson. You saw that?
I know.
And Mike White.
That was one of the biggest mistakes this franchise made.
Oh, come on.
Mike White. No.
Mike White's better.
No, Mike White is better.
He's better
than Zach Wilson. I mean, it's not even debatable.
Not even close.
And they knew it. Let me say this too, T.
The Broncos quit at that point in that game.
That's
fine.
Just
letting you know.
Look, what he did yesterday means nothing.
Doesn't matter.
Mike White is better than Zach Wilson. And they knew it last year, but they had to justify playing Zach because they knew if Mike White was playing and he was that Zach was shot, that the fan base was never was embracing White to begin with.
Oh, come on.
Of course they were. Well, hold on, Teague. You're going to tell me that the Jets wouldn't be better off if Mike White was the quarterback now? You tell me they're not?
Mike White has never proven that he can stay healthy. He's been brought up and down on a practice squad
and
5
Zach
times.
Wilson has never proved he can be an NFL quarterback. He's in his 3rd year now.
It's true.
Yeah, but Mike White is, Mike White is
what?
He's got to escape his draft positioning or lack thereof of draft positioning.
Nonsense. That's nonsense. The draft positioning is nonsense. That doesn't mean.
Is it?
What was Brock Purdy's draft position?
Brock Purdy is in a perfect situation.
Of course. But what was it? But he's starting. I understand.
Hold on, Joe. That's a different. That's the
How
one
is it? It's always different when it comes to this team.
No.
Why?
Because
and I understand that this organization is nowhere near what the Niner organization is. Okay,
it's not even that. It's what Kyle Shanahan does with his offense. He needed an athletic quarterback. There's a reason they moved up 3 and got rid of 3 draft picks to draft Trey Lance because they needed an athletic quarterback.
And they got rid of Trey Lance, didn't they?
Because he couldn't process. He's not smart.
But Zach Wilson could process? What are we talking about?
I'm not.
That's
the
you hit it on the head. That's the difference. The Niners dumped the number 1 draft choice after a year and a half or 2 years because they knew he couldn't play.
Bingo.
And my team continues
it's not
to
that they
trot
knew he
out this
It's
stiff
not that they knew he couldn't play.
Tiki, let me tell you right now.
They knew that
you
Brock
hate
Purdy
the
was
Jets. You would love to see the Jets go 2-15. Stop it.
I love
You're
Nate
a
Hackett.
Giant.
I do not.
If this was the situation with the Giants, you'd be screaming to get Wilson the hell out of there.
First of all,
so
I never
don't
scream.
give me this nonsense.
First of all,
all right,
I never
Teak?
scream because I watch and I analyze. And
Okay,
I,
well,
and
you
I,
can
and
analyze
I,
all
and
you want, but
and
maybe
I try to find reasons why things
all
are
I know
happening.
is this. Yesterday, you were in Washington with the Commanders and the Bills, okay? Were you not?
I was.
Okay. So don't give me this nonsense how you're analyzing Zach Wilson. Okay? I don't want to hear it.
All right.
It's BS,
All right,
Teak.
Joe.
He
Sounds good.
stinks.
I'm turning my mic off, buddy.
He stinks.
No, but here's what I know that frustrates me related to a point you just made. Mike White has thrown for 300 yards in more games than Zach Wilson ever has.
Ever.
And what's frustrating is, yes, Zach Wilson was taken high. And yes, guys are pulled back and taken later. But why are certain guys given less time than other guys? And that's the thing that's frustrating. That's the thing that's frustrating.
Hey,
by the way, you've annoyed Tiki with what you said.
You like it being? Well, I'm sorry. I'm annoyed.
No,
you know who's annoyed? Me.
No, I am too.
And I'm not annoyed at Tiki, but I'm annoyed at the whole freaking situation, bro.
No, I am too. But in fairness to him, he is watching the games.
I understand.
And he is trying to be fair with his analysis.
Okay.
I don't think he hates our team. I haven't learned that sitting next to him.
All right. So you know what? Then I apologize to Tiki.
All right. Can you tell Tiki Joe's sorry?
But I am ticked off at this franchise. You know, I don't mean to take it out on him, but I've had enough.
No,
How much longer do we have to watch this guy?
No, I'm with you. He stinks. And by the way, he agrees with us, Tiki. I just don't think he hates. He doesn't hate our team. I don't get that.
Well, tell him to come back so I can apologize.
Can you tell him to come back? Joe wants to apologize.
Because you got to understand where I am right now, man. I'm not in a good place. Okay, I'm not in a good place at all.
I understand. It's tough to watch. It's tough to watch this team.
I can't take it anymore. And when are they winning any games? What are they winning?
Well, they're not beating.
They're going to be 1-5 going into the Giant game.
The Denver? They're going to lose to Denver? They better not lose to Denver.
Would you be surprised?
Right now, nothing would surprise me.
Of course.
Nothing would surprise me because they can't score points. And so even against the Denver team that just somehow managed to give up 70 points to the Miami Dolphins, even though the Dolphins look like a real NFL team, I have no confidence the Jets could put up 20 points against that crappy defense.
Anybody.
That's the problem.
Is he coming back or what?
I don't know. Sean's trying to broker peace.
Sean, get it done. Get him back here so I can at least, before I,
Joe, I don't. We can't find him? All right, we'll try to track him.
I cannot find Tiki.
You guys have known each other for so long.
I know him a long time. I don't mean to upset him. I'm just, you got to explain to him that I am just so aggravated with the situation with this football team. I can't take it anymore.
No, I get you.
I can't take it.
I understand.
And I got to say this, too. I mean, it worries me about the coach because I'm sick and tired of the coach. I'm sick and tired of the coaching carousel here. I can tell you that.
Well, but it may continue.
Sick and tired of that. Of course.
It's going to continue.
Yeah, of course.
Look, it's going to come down to Aaron Rodgers, though. That's my thought. Like, Aaron Rodgers is going to decide this.
Aaron Rodgers is going to make the call on Salah.
Of course.
I agree with that.
If Aaron Rodgers is sick of Robert Saleh, then Robert Saleh is going to be gone. If Aaron Rodgers is, he's still the guy, I still trust him, Zach was the problem, don't worry, then Robert Saleh is going to come back no matter what. Now, I don't know what Rodgers is thinking right now. As he's sitting here right now watching this crap, is he thinking to himself, hey, you know what, maybe this coach doesn't know what the hell he's doing? I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going through his mind. I don't know if he's watching these games. Is Aaron Rodgers even watching the Jets?
I don't know. Who knows? He's in California, right?
All right. Well, Joe, good talking to you, man.
Tell Tiki I'm sorry. Hopefully he'll, I'll try to get in touch with him later.
All right. You got it, man. Thank you, bro. We'll talk to you soon. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, thanks, bro.